stay on the beat once again. State of mind for the blind. Check it out. Say yeah. Say yeah. Say yeah.
Theater in our cute tiny little studio that well you have found, but some other people not yet, which is why we started a little later, giving them a little bit of time to find this hidden place. But you're here, thanks so much. So in September we started with Flock Theater to do weekly shows, and then we have 4 different shows on rotation, and you have stumbled upon the Laura and Gael special. It's kind of in the name already. My name is Laura.
My name is Gael.
And this is a special that we do every 4 weeks. And starting at the beginning of the season we did our regular show, and we also did sort of like an old show we used to do, and tonight this is the world premiere of our new show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And we're doing that, I mean, I know you're seeing us right now, but there are 2 people a little bit more in the dark that we're playing this show with. It is Mik behind tech, and it's Sheila behind the synthesizer. Very epic.
Yeah, the show that we're presenting tonight is called This Is How You Lose the Time War, which is inspired by a book that some of you may have read or not. If not, I recommend it. It's a beautiful book. I really loved it. We both read it this summer, Laura by mistake and me by choice. And both of us liked it, and we really loved this idea, and we wanted to explore that, and and bring that to the stage. So everything you're going to see tonight on stage is improvised, but the premise is the same premise as in the show, which means that, which is the book, that's the word I wanted to say. The premise is the same as in the book, which means that we will we will be 2 time-traveling agents hopping back and forth through time and space. This is our timeline for tonight. As you can see, it's empty. We don't know what's gonna fill it yet. Here are your suggestions that the amazing and beautiful Diego Ingold has been writing on little papers for us. We have no clue what's in there. And this is what's gonna inspire the different places and times that we're gonna explore.
Yeah.
I think that's about it, right?
I think that's it.
Dear audience, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
And this is how you lose the time war. It's an abandoned warehouse. It has very raw brick walls. The light is filtered through the roof tiles that are translucent, but let just a little bit of lights in. Moss has grown into the windows, and that's what gives this like greenish atmosphere. The floor is concrete tiles of 2 by 2 meters. Each of them have this like metallic frame to keep the tiles together, and also to be able to put them in place, which means that the floor is very irregular, with these tiles all having moved with time. There's like leftovers of metallic, rustic, and rusty as well. Elements of like bars and barrels and things. The frames actually of each of these tiles is also very, very rusty. It's used, and if you pass your fingers on it, you might cut yourself and probably get tetanus. It smells like an old place, but at the same time, there's always a little bit of a breeze in, because it's not well isolated. There is one barrel that has been put up and with fire in it. It's warm and it's really nice because outside it's bright and it's sunny, but it's very cold. Agent Blue is sent in 1982 to make sure that a very important person dies. You wouldn't know who that is because Agent Blue will make sure they die before they become very important. They've been sent here by their agency, the Garden. They actually were sent here in 1978, 4 years ago, to make sure that they would gather all the intel necessary for doing their mission. They've been passing for a street thug since then, living here and there, making sure that they would make a name for themselves, but also would be discreet enough not to be picked up. Agent Blue is more or less living here, I guess. It's not a very nice place to live, but it's also safe. It's safe and it's also isolated. No one ever comes, which is great when you're undercover because it gives you time to just breathe, right? All around, papers and cardboard pieces and trash basically has been put there along the years. Most of it stuff left by kids that would use this place as a playground before it got closed off by the city, but sometimes after. All the paper is old and yellow, which really echoes how the fire looks. Except for that one piece of paper that's sticking out up there. It's white and crisp. A letter.
Hello, Blue. You may not remember me, but we have met. 14th century, the monastery in the garden. You don't remember? Funny that we met in the garden, considering that's what you work for. I don't. You know this. I work for the Bureau. Let me introduce myself. You can call me Red. Agent Red. We crossed eyes back then at the monastery. And I thought, oh, I have not seen agents like him before. I wonder what he's up to. And lo and behold, you have killed Charles DeWitt, who I had the assignment to save. I had to explain a lot of things to my boss at the Bureau when you assassinated him. So I guess this is my way to say hello and be careful. Because it's not often that my assignment gets so affected by the other agents. It must mean that You are a worthy opponent, and I will find a way for payback time. But I thought I would give you a friendly heads up. Can't wait to meet and cross eyes. And then take my revenge, Blue. Hope you're well. Kind regards, Red. Goat that's hanging on a hook here, and next to it a wooden table with multiple knives, 3 including a big one. It's waiting to be cut, and in the meantime it's dripping. I got these assignments and I go to places where I'd rather not be, and here I am. It's the 1200s. People need to eat. I get it. There's on this wall, there are different shelves with pots and plates. This is how they cook, huh? Only fair. The door, it's a little bit ajar, and a cold wind is coming in, also some rain. In the corner, a seat. It's a place to rest from hard work, from providing. Red is wearing a that keeps from all the blood spills on the clothes. And she is seated and resting and holding her knife. This is that she is gonna need later for an assignment. This knife needs to be sharpened, especially for the assignment. Started to like the mayor. It's really unfortunate. He's a nice man. He's a nice man. Made my way into the community here. They started to get to know me. They come for meat, for fresh meat. Sometimes on a plate in the back. Sometimes dried meat. Keep it there. It's drier there. Today it's raining. can't do the assignment now. Mayor will walk around the village. He will walk around the village and will shake everyone's hand. He knows people by name. Like I told you, he's a nice man. He's a nice man. And when he goes around, he also comes by here. He's a man of routines. It's useful. That's a shame. But the good thing is, when he dies, then actually his wife will then step up. And that's going to be important for feminism. It will take a little while, in the next decades, in the next centuries. But the Bureau believes in it. Okay. Do my job.
Hello. I thought it would be fun to write in the blood. Red, you say you are. It was good to read your letter. I panicked a little bit at first, but there was also something exciting, something activating the insides of me. There was something in being watched without watching that didn't happen to me in a very long time. I thought it would be appropriate to write this letter in the carcass of this goat. How did I find you? You might wonder. Am I still here? You might worry. Well, I found you because the meat you sell is too good for the era you're in. And no, I'm not there. I'm gone for a while. I had to raise that goat. I hope you will turn it into a nice stew. Nothing should go to waste. That's what we believe at the garden. We think that anything that comes from nature should come back to it. Doesn't mean that there is never any waste, but waste is useful. What is wasted for one is maybe not wasted for another. What is wasted on you may not be wasted on me. It was nice reading you. And I do remember you, actually. 1410, right? Yeah, I do remember you. Well, it was nice watching you work. It was nice watching you work then, and it was nice watching you work now. Or is it then, I guess? For me, at least. For you, it's now. But for me, these words were written in that goat long ago. I hope to cross paths again. Respectfully, Blue.
One lonely brick. As if a relic from the past. The floor obviously is synthetic. The walls, synthetic as well. The ceiling, guess what? Synthetic. This brick is the only formerly organic material that is present here. Is mineral really organic? Some might say yes. It's not pure mineral, of course. What are we, barbarians? It is really standing out in this place. Everything is smooth. There is no angle. Even the distinction between the floor and the wall is unclear. The corners of the walls are curved. The wall grows into the ceiling as if we were inside a gigantic ball that had been squished into some sort of a rectangular shape. The sounds are soft and there are windows. Actually, there is one big long window, not very high, but going all around and all around. No door, will you say? Maybe there is one, but it is always a challenge to find the door in these rooms. You kind of have to know where to look. One fluffy, beautiful seat. Some might say it's a poof. It's beige. It's both calling you to sit on it and repelling you from any point of interest. Like the rest of the room. It's neutral, except for this brick. This brick is so unique. We have not seen that in ages. Blue doesn't even know how it ended up here. But Blue, here in 3157, is a collector. And this brick is his masterpiece. Penetrating the surface of the brick, can see the entirety of the structure. It's indeed mineral, but there are parasites in it. Dead for a long time. Like little skeletons of past lives. Almost feels like in this brick is encapsulated the entirety of the world. As if a fractal version of what used to be before we synthesize everything. Now Blue, in this timeline, is not even real. He's actually a holographic projection of his conscious. How can he touch that brick, will you say? Well, holograms are much more developed. Matter, physics, the laws do not respond anymore to it. If Blue wanted, could walk on the ceiling, would be all the same. That's what's practical with these very soft angles. Very practical. Huh, look, here's the door.
Hey, Blue. Just when you thought that I didn't know where you would go, I find you right here. You thought you would be the agent that traveled the furthest? I've seen 4,221 already. I invite you to someday meet me there. Your commitment to growing a goat to hide the letter, I'm surprised, astounded, appalled. It's not my favorite job. That's a thing you should know about me, is that through different timelines, I try to the extent of my abilities to not eat anything that's, has a face or has a mother. It's just not something I believe in, even though, honestly, in the 1200s, that was tough. Do you have things that you keep close to your heart, no matter the threat of the timeline you're in? I'm just wondering. I'm sure you can tell me these type of things without telling me, secrets of the garden. This is the least we can exchange as rivaling agents. How often do you find someone that knows what it's like? I know what it's like. I've grown animals myself for later purposes. I've stepped over my own values at times, not only to survive. I don't need to explain this to you. You know this. You do this job. But tell me, Blue, does it ever bother you that we have to do such incredible, unbelievably cruel, important, big things? I wonder how you deal with it. He's right back. Your new pen pal, Red. It's a hill going into a mountain and it's all green. Oh, it's my happy place. It's all grass and those little white flowers with the yellow inside. Just meters and meters as far as the eye can see. Going slightly up and further into the mountain where there are trees, but here with the bottom and just having the view and the grass. The tiniest little flowers, but also little cloves. The ones that have 3 leaves, but if you're lucky, there is a little variation with the 4. They're lucky. And Agent Red just came from a mission to scout the village. She's finished. It's been long. And now she's here. It's 1890. And she is here with a blanket and some bread and some wine she got from the village.
My Red, I hope that you will be alright with that.
I think maybe. Oh.
My Red, I will be alright with that. I thought, right? En de first 15 for the start. My Red, I hope. My Red, I hope. My Red, I hope. My Red, I hope that you will not walk on me. It took my Red. I hope that you will look down on me. My Red. I am written in the flowers, the cloves, the blades of grass. I thought giving you a little bit of what makes the garden would make you think of me. I hope it is okay that I call you my Red. I assume I am the only one calling you that. I also assume I am the only one you actually talk to. I do find it difficult sometimes to do the things we do and feel alone. So yes, it does feel good to read you. It pains me to say that, but I have been looking around more now, more often, trying to detect you, to scout you, to find you in the landscapes, in the crowds, in the people, in the birds in the sky, or in the foam of the waves in the sea. I have been looking for you more than I wish I was. I guess when you asked me, do I bring with me something, even though I should not, I do now. I have reduced the brick to dust, but breathed it a little bit. I guess I brought pieces of your letter in my lungs. Allows me to reread your words, re-feel them, re-breathe them. You must think I'm crazy. I just feel like indeed you're the only person that can understand me. You're the only person that is both as competent as I am and as lonely, by consequence. When I came out of the academy and the garden, I didn't think I would last for long. But here we are, eons later, and still hopping back and forth on this goddamn timeline. When the garden weaves something, the Bureau unweaves it. When the Bureau builds something, the garden breaks it. Isn't that infinitely what we're bound to do? Does it even have sense? Does it even make any sense? I could get executed for these words. I count on you and the fact that you probably trample me after you've read me. Please do not leave any trace. I give you the option and the possibility to betray me, but I hope that you don't. Or do I hope that you do? That would be easier. That would be simpler. Even though we're not here for this. I wonder what you at the Bureau think of nature. I've always seen you as these stern people, and you not wanting to eat anything that has eyes or a mother? That's strange. They teach us that you don't have hearts, and that the only thing you want to do is to destroy anything that is not man-made. I guess simplifications are happening all over. I must go, and I'm running out of flowers anyway. I will keep looking for you in the birds in the sky and the foam of the waves in the sea. Looking forward to reading your words. Here, there, now or then. Take care. Blue.
The sound is crazy loud. We're in the middle of a raging battle between lemurs and gorillas. The
lemurs, who are like smaller forms, animals, are jumping everywhere. They're much more numerous than the gorillas, and everything everywhere is just sounding and bouncing against the trees, against the mountains, against the floor. It's all natural and green, but it's also soaked in blood. Bodies are lying on the ground, and all kinds of like pieces of arms and tails and heads are everywhere. Guts are spilled. Walking would do splish, splish, splish. But somehow, from the branches, gorillas and lemurs still keep swinging at each other, into each other, screaming, yelling. Blue has been sent here to make sure that the gorillas win. As our closest cousins, they have been estimated to have to supersede the lemurs that are much further biologically, even though they look similar. It's the first time that he's been transferred into an animal body. And he doesn't hate it. He brought human weapons because why the fuck not? In this strain of time, humanity has been gone for a while. It's collapsed completely and nature has taken its rights. That's the reason why the garden bets on the closest cousins. It's the last chance to not have to just eliminate that strand altogether and try to divert time way earlier in the timeline when we started not caring about our fucking planet and destroying it little by little.
Hi there. Do you taste me? I thought I would change it up a little and instead of only doing visual, I would activate some of your other senses. Do you taste it? It's my letter. It's a new technology that I was happy to bring. Thanks for your letter. It's interesting how you talk about loneliness. Currently I am in a particular time strand where I'm surrounded by people, but so aware that because of the particularity of our job, I'm just so lonely. You admitting that you're lonely, it makes me feel like, yeah, like I'm not alone, being lonely. Thanks for saying that. And just in case you need to hear it, I want to tell you, you are also not alone. These letters have been a highlight of my millennium at times, depending on where I am. And the way how you've sent them to me, I don't think anyone has been so creative as you. I kept looking in the blankets, but it took me so long to realize that you wrote in the flowers, and that is maybe the best flower gift I ever got. And considering how long I've lived, yeah, that's quite something. I wondered, just curiosity, did you ever partner? If you talk about that loneliness, I gathered that you either haven't or that when you did, you also felt lonely, but just curious from, one colleague to another. What are you? Are you my colleague? I've made a multiple choice in the bottom of this letter. And you can cross the box of what you consider me to be. I have learned from some young girls in the 80s how to do that. Here goes. Block, colleague. Block, friend. Block, lover. Block, dot, 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 to be filled in by you. Red. P.S. I didn't know how to end that one. In different languages, they have a way of closing a letter that can be done for either friends and lovers and colleagues, but in the current language I'm writing, I do not know the one that would cover it all. Anyway, tick the box and I will know how to close my next letter. Office table, there's a wig on it. The wig is next to a mannequin head. And here there are different mannequin heads with the wig on it. A long-haired brown one, a curly orange one, a blonde one that is a bob. Yeah, a lot of different wigs. Below it, shelves with makeup, foundation and eyeshadow and blush. The office table is kind of wonky. There is an office chair that is also kind of wonky in front of it. And there are posters on the wall of theater plays. This is Carmen, the theater adaptation of the opera. This is Romeo and Juliet, theater adaptation of the play. And this is it's a musical of the 12-year-olds of a local high school. It is 2032. And Agent Red got herself a job as a wig maker. It's a job I finally like. It's precision, it's detail. It's for a person. It's not an essential job, but people love it. The kids who could finally play any role they wanted. So many wigs for them. It's a great way to hear all the stories backstage, actually. Because by hearing it backstage, you can report back. You can hear where some of the musical actors could go after. where the teacher of the school, which room she teaches, where the information is hidden on the not just the actors list, but the tech. Oh, the tech of Romeo and Juliet. Yeah. They knew how to put some theater lights on, and if you know that, yeah, then you can also make sure that in some moments in the show, it turns all dark, which can be useful.
My red box ticked. Dot, dot, dot. You're blue.
We're moments before the Big Bang. What does even moment mean when time doesn't exist yet? It's void. It's empty. Time is not passing. Time doesn't even exist. There is no space. We can't fill it. There is no dimension. Blue's not been sent on a mission there. That would make no sense. He's just wondering how far he can go. Red has been reporting the fact that she went into the 3rd millennia. He's wondering how far back he could go. In this emptiness of void, he's even wondering if his ears are still working, if his eyes are still functioning. He's just not really floating. That would indicate the fact that there is an up and a down or some sort of movement. It's just void. Except for one tiny little thing. At least it looks tiny from afar. What is distance even? First is just a speck. Just a tiny little thing in the distance. And as it grows, it almost looks like 3 dots side by side. It's clearly coming into Blue's direction. And as it comes even closer, realizes how fast it's going. It's trying to escape, but there's nothing to grasp onto. There is no dimension to even move towards. Poseidon's trident is approaching at a speed that makes no sense because there is no such thing as speed. Everything is happening both at the same time and not at all. Blue stops it, and from the contact between the central prong and its palm, the Big Bang appears.
I thought I would send you 3 dots back. It fits my name exactly. R.E.D. I had to go all the way back in time. So far back. Hoping that if I would speak my mind, I could trust you. it, and only someone who goes that far would probably really want to know what I have in my heart. I like you, Red. I like you. I like you. I like you like I like not many other things in life. I think about you when I wake up, when I go to sleep, when I do missions. Sending 3 boxes to take, well, 4 boxes to take. I can't believe I put the 4th one in. I shouldn't have. I wanted answers, and the only answer that I could live with is the one for lover. So I'll go out on a limb here. I'll do it. I like you more than I want to admit. And if you go this far back, does that mean that I can indeed trust you? In the bottom of this letter, I put 2 boxes. I like you. Keep writing. Box. And I don't like you. I am taunting you. Box. Yours, Red.
Space, time, everything. Just expanding. And in the middle of that mess, blue.
Just a really big sundial. And Red coming in, beaten. She has scratches over her face. She is limping on this side. Her hair it has mud and blood streaks in it. She has a half-broken sword, and as she falls in, like next to the sundial, she floats away in a half subconscious dream. As the sundial in this hypnotic state starts turning.
Red. I like you. Keep writing. I don't know if I will ever send this sun letter or not, but I guess investing in the birth of the sun and making it shine bright until the 15th century where you're now, it's difficult to revert back to. I like you. I like you a lot. I don't want to admit it to myself, but I keep thinking of you. I keep thinking of you in the morning, I keep thinking of you in the evening. I kept thinking of you when time did not exist. I'm often looking around my shoulder and I feel like I'm followed. I wonder if the garden is onto something. Maybe they found residues of our letters. Maybe they suspect me of something. Maybe it's actually the bureau that is following me and they are ready to strike. Maybe they will even send you. I can't imagine what I would do if the garden would send me to take care of you. First, because you're the most competent person I've met. Second, because the last thing I want is to take care of you that way. I hope to find you Here, there, now, then, always. I will be there, always. And maybe one day we can visit this 31st century that you talked to me about. Maybe one day we can. If not now, tomorrow, or yesterday. Always. Yours, Blue.
Rome. A few decades before our era. A time where killing was called sports. A time where sufferance was called entertainment. A time where power was called glory. A time not so different from ours, after all. The only thing that matters is the sand on the ground that is crunching under each and single inch, each and every step. It's hot. It's been burning under the sun for hours. Sweat drips from Blue's face. The crowd all around is screaming crazy. It wants blood. The opponent, not in better state. These two, they know each other for years. That's actually the first person Blue met when he was sent here. Became a friend, really. There is no such thing as friend when you're a slave. When they look at each other, they wonder, maybe there is only such a thing as a friend when you're a slave. Maybe that's actually the only thing that matters. But he knows that it's him, or the garden will send someone else. Just start over again. One big yell and one big slash.
Cannot believe you did that. You all had a mask, but I cannot believe you did that. You saw my eyes. Did you recognize me? We were sent to the same assignments to opposing sides. I looked you in the eyes. I tried it. I tried to communicate it. Sweet. I later got your letter from a previous time. Seeing your eyes, I just knew it. I just knew who you were. Had you by then take the box yet? You're different. You're different than anyone else I know. I cannot believe you did that. Because you couldn't know, but did you? If you knew, would you have done? Would you? Would you be willing? Would you? I'm still alive. And if you want, I'll be hanging out in 4,117. R. Dot. You can hear your favorite music and the music you hate the most at the same time.
It's dark and it's too bright at the same time.
It has a feeling of being very close to you and so much space.
The floor is sticky, but it's also slippery in a way.
It's a place where you're alone, but not lonely.
The bar personnel is nice, but they're also rude.
Everything you taste is surprising, not really what you wanted, but exactly what you needed.
The bar stools are comfortable but slightly slanted.
The people are your people, but you're kind of done with them too.
The bouncers want to keep you out, but they also invite you in.
Everyone just comes too close. It's nice though. It's less lonely.
The year is 4,370.
It's 200 years later than what red and blue agreed on.
They know how to read through the hidden meanings. They wouldn't want the bureau or the garden to find them.
It's exactly the right time, even though it's not the time.
It's exactly the right place, even if this place has never seen anyone before.
It's exactly the company you wished for, even though you didn't bring them here.
It's friends, it's foes. It's lovers.
It's dots, and more dots, and more dots, and more dots.
It's red and blue.
Thanks to Diego, who coached us this afternoon and wrote this so beautifully. So nice. And then we had some wonderful volunteers helping us out. Robin is taking pictures, and he's really good at it, so check out our socials later. And we have Riti and Piotr helping us at bar and tickets. Speaking of bar, we'll be hanging out. Oh, Jeroen as floor manager. Let's not forget that, yes. So like, where's the cats? Very good. We'll be hanging out at the bar after this. Happy to talk to you. Thank you so much for coming to this, to the surprise show that you were served, and for eating it up. So thank you so much for doing that. Live theater it means that some people need to actually like get up from their couch and then decide to come here, and you did that, and we're so grateful that you did. So thank you so much for doing so.
Yeah, I think that's it. If you liked it, feel free to come back. We are playing it again in May. I'm announcing it so that we are forced to do that. If you hated it, feel free to send all of your enemies. And thank you very much. We'll see you in a few minutes at the bar. Thank you.